Gvolps Szorg, zmufu, erovul, wvbvm. We connect to energy. Gvolps Szorg, zmufu, erovul, wvbvm. We connect to legacy. Gvolps Szorg, zmufu, erovul, wvbvm. We connect to the memory of those that were, those that are, and those that are to come. Lyda Jane Lark, December 6th, 8th, 1930. James Lark Haley, April 28th, 1922. Mary J. French, December 11th, 1962. Julius C. Haley, October 18th, 1962. Martha Jane Hollingsworth, January 20th, 1925. Willie S. Williams, August 4th, 1980. Harriet McDowell Williams, November 21st, 1991. Is it the Analects that Confucius says that? It's a Confucian quote. Well, Confucius. Richard Wallen Malden, 1938. Samuel Struther Malden, 1936. Ida May Malden, 1958. Walker Halliburton Powell, MD, 1959. Helen Dunbar Malden, 1977. Infant twins of H and Helen Powell, WH and Helen Powell, born and died September 6, 1921. Alma, daughter of WH and Helen Powell, born and died May 9th, 1927. Now, I know there are people who aren't LDS that have that name, but pretty much everybody that has that name is like they're LDS. Helen Dunbar Powell, January 7th, 2000. Robert Harold Rigsby, April 14th, 2000. Samuel D. Willis, June 11th, 1927. Born April 11th, 1891. Captain Co. A. 118th Infantry, 30th Division, USA. CSA vet, Hampton Legion Co. E. CSA. I don't know what the E stands for. G.T. Willis, July 12th, 1839, September 17th, 1921. Julia Hollis, September 3rd, 1935. Ethel Gray Medlock, April 13th, 1984. Ethel Gray Willis, September 30th, 1960. J. Thomas Blassingame, June 21st, 1927. Amelia Willis, December 19th, 1953. Harry P. Goodwill, April 13th, 1923. Rose Willis, August 13th, 1978. Mike A. Nicely, South Carolina, Private Co. G23, Regent Infantry, SPAM. Oh, Spanish-American War, December 31st, 1872 to January 15th, 1954. And something right there, low and small. Michael A. Nicely Jr., October 13th, 1921. James W. Lothridge, South Carolina, Amphib, U.S. Air Force, World War II. AM. Oh, do they mean the Spanish-American War again? Or what's AM stand for? May 26, 1915 to June 28, 1963. Florence P. Laffridge, October 3rd, 1987. Now, more and more it's going to become necessary to put that mother on the thing, because you're going to typically assume every woman that's buried was a mother at some point. Nowadays, it's getting towards the trend where they don't want that. Lethoy R., son of A, G, and F.P. Laffridge, October 15th, 1921. Alethea Hawkins, 1941. Richard Bufford, 1939. So, Belanger would be both their last names. Walker J. Jones, July 3rd, 1970. Lyda Bowen Jones, April 14th, 1959. Mary Earl Bowen, January 5th, 1976. Gladys McHugh, September 2nd, 1987. John H. Bowen, December 22nd, 1931. Leata Telgu Ponder. I don't think I've ever found a Ponder grave before. January 17th, 1922. Charles Edwards Roberts, May 13th, 1928. James Ray Heron, January 5th, 1942. Roberts, October 2nd, 1934. Thomas Milton Taylor, November 18th, 1923. John Robert Hughes, February 17th, 1947. Meta Good, June 28th, 1976. George Jackson Hughes, April 27th, 1965. Some places they have offering bowls, but I don't think that's exactly what that is. But RFL, Robert F. Lindsay, March 25th, 1946. Etta C. Morgan, April 14th, 1922. Robert F. Lindsay Jr., June 15th, 1985. Gwendolyn Greenway, June 26, 1994. Joseph H. James, 1975. Mabel A. James, 1973. John Albert, son of J. H. and M. A. James, March 20th, 1922. Oh, that's why it's listing parents, because it's a wee one. Joseph Herbert, July 11th, 1943. Mattie E. James, 1940. Albert D. James, 1922. Sarah P. Beth, 1994. Eugene W. Hammond III, January 5th, 2006. Martha James Hammond, July 6, 1929 to Eugene W. Hammond Jr., April 23rd, 2003. Davis W. James, Georgia. Private 28th Infantry, DTV, September 1st, 1938. James R. Smith, August 3rd, 1967. Ellen Shockley Wakefield, 1921. Marshall H. Smith, South Carolina. Mechanic Electric 840, Aero SO, World War I, January 11th, 1888 to October 1st, 1950. Augustine K. Magel, June 13th, 1956, Pearl Bowling. March 19th, 1972. David Augustine, August 15th, 1941. Mary S. and Margaret E. McGill, May 1st, 1939. Bertha Shaw, March 20th, 1941. Ellis. Ruth O. Miller, June 5th, 1955. William Caswell Jr., March 22nd, 1934. Nicknamed Billy. Ruth Ellis Hallock, June 28, 1999. William Caswell Ellis, November 9th, 1966. Doris Rebecca Goodwin, October 30th, 1924. Rebecca Ann, infant daughter of Robert C. and Mary G. Trammell, November 20th, 1946. Thomas Mills and Marchbanks, July 8th, 1969 and May 29th, 1995. Sumter C. Lawton, August 1st, 1973. Sarah Lawton Smith, July 26, 1940. Helen Clark, May 6, 1936. Embright, right in there, very sharp sort of feeling to it. Melton, sort of a dull feeling there. Ruth Hastings, October 12th, 1910. Not sure where that was from, but Geneva, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. B.S. Dunnigan, February 28th, 1920. Ruth Helen, June 23rd, 1922. Rosa Doris Rosie, October 5th, 1926. Horace Landreth, October 1st, 1926. Infant twins of Shannon and Rosa Landreth. Mary Doris Wilson, January 10th, 2013. Janie M. Wilson, April 30th, 1956. Douglas G. Wilson, November 1st, 1998. John E. Wilson, August 7th, 1970. Elizabeth Dearman, December 24th, 1989. James Ellen Wilson, November 12th, 1924. Blanche Poole Mann, October 22nd, 2018. Fletcher Cullen Mann, February 28th, 2003. William Bass Poole, January 17th, 1980. Ruth Brown, August 29th, 1934. Mary Maddox Poole, November 7th, 1999. Lulla Lucas, January 15th, 1921. Edwin Sinclair Poole, August 28th, 1952. Tony Graham, July 5th, 1964. Joseph P. Cosgrove, Indiana, Private 29th U.S. Voluntary Infantry, September 15th, 1933. S.D. Patrick, December 1st, 1924. Elizabeth Smith, October 11th, 1942. Robert R. Patrick, South Carolina, Private Quartermaster Corps, World War I, January 21st, 1896 to April 15th, 1968. Betty C. Patrick, June 20th, 1965. William Arch Steffens, June 11th, 1968. Lily Ma Steffens, July 19th, 2009. Charles F. Milford, 1931. Sally L. Milford, 1954. Jesse C. Milford, 1926. Helen Elizabeth Moore, August 24th, 1953. Betty Harmon, January 4th, 1990. James A. Slickmore, GHS Coach, 1931 to 1972. January 14th, 1994. William Breaker Moore, September 4th, 1940. Olivia A. Austin, May 24th, 1959. Percy Austin Moore, 1900 to 1921. Veteran of World War pharmacist mate, 2nd C USS Wyoming, 1917 to 1920. So that would be World War I. Jane Austen Moore, June 15th, 1991. Mary Ellis Moore, June 23rd, 1987. Preston Hayward Moore, November 2nd, 1988. Charles W. Patterson, South Carolina, 1st Lieutenant Infantry, World War I, October 28th, 1893 to June 15th, 1947. Louise Moore, March 10th, 1979. David Martin, June 18th, 1930. Jenny E. Price, March 24th, 1944. Alice Martin Haynes, August 3rd, 1955. Rosie Ann Tressel, August 3rd, 1985. William Grox, August 11th, 1926. Mitty Martin, February 4th, 1968. Mother of Amy and Charles Patterson Jr., father of Amy and Charles Patterson Jr. Emma Shalyuhi Manos, 1991. Rashida Shaluhe, 1964. Thomas Shalyui, 1920. Thomas Shalyuhi, or is it Shalui? 1920. Rashida Shalyui, 1964. Okay, so this is the older gravestone. Emma F. Stroud, November 16th, 1879. Maria S. Stroud, May 13th, 1921. H.T. Stroud, March 30th, 1921. December 24th, 1835, so he must be the CSA vet. James A. Bull, April 19th, 1949. Margaret Sloan Bull, October 28th, 1993. Sonny Stroud, August 3rd, 1931. Lucy Buckheister Bettis, October 16th, 2012. Vance R. Bettis, U.S. Navy, World War II, January 8th, 1920 to August 12th, 1992. Mary Edith Leffler, September 16th, 2006. Charles Sweeney Moss Sr., Lieutenant. Oh, LTC, what does that stand for? U.S. Army, World War II, September 13th, 1908 to January 4th, 1999. Grace Pauline Cooper Hudgens, January 10th, 2004. Clarence H. Hudgens, South Carolina, Sergeant Corporal B-99, Infantry BN, World War II, BSM, June 22nd, 1909 to October 5th, 1960. Mabel Cooper, December 24th, 1981. Daniel W. Payne, South Carolina, S2, U.S. Naval Reserve Force. Is that it? World War I, April 8th, 1893 to May 27th, 1963. Uriel Augustus, May 20th, 1955. Nora Walters, the Coopers, October 2nd, 1949. Mary Frances Cooper, 1918. Sergeant Larry Ray Cooper, Bomb Squadron 401, October 14th, 1917 to May 28th, 1944. Buried, American Cemetery, Saint Avold, France. Joseph H. Jr., son of J.H. and Lena Mullenix, September 28th, 1920. See, that's part of what I mean by people say angel, you don't know what they mean. Lena Mundy, September 7th, 1980. Joseph Henry Mullenix, December 31st, 1963. Joseph H. and Lena Mullenix from Slur. Eleanor Mullenix, January 14th, 2008. Vardry D. Rumsword Jr., Major, U.S. Army, World War II, 1917 to 1978. Haskell Phillips, May 3rd, 1942. Born June 6, 1890, South Carolina, Private First Class, 118th Infantry, 30th Division. Stella Miller, February 5th, 1990. Sarah Beatty, May 7th, 1921. Among the Norse, people would put down big plaques over graves because they thought, that would keep them from rising if they were vampires or zombies or whatever you want to call them. I'm relatively sure that's not why we have all that, but it's where things come from. Ollie Magon Smithwick, June 17th, 2000. Alma Nance, August 16th, 1992. Lulla Duffy Elliott, June 4th, 1932. Remus Gamewell, May 8th, 1921. Letha Ray Epps, October 18th, 1939. Well, nothing to do with the Ray Epps that we have heard so much about on the news and seen the footage, if you've seen that, showing who really incited the January 6th thing. But Carrie Weathers, June 15th, 1939. J.N. Epps, December 8th, 1920. Margaret Yolland, March 3rd, 1953. Eileen P. Welland, October 23rd, 1957. Paul J. Oland Sr., April 1st, 1973. Martha E. Howe, February 12th, 1935. Roland, okay, let's see. John P. O'Eland, January 10th, 1921. E. Eugene Yoland, October 15th, 2000. Lillian Robertson, December 13th, 1974. Infant daughter of Lillian R. and E. Eugene Yoland, January 17th, 1957.